Dans aviation for Victor, clear for takeoff runway 27, wind 180 degrees, 8 knots, maximum 13.
Heading knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
Persuasive 35 Echo, climb for the boat 230.
Good position, 37.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sham Iskandar bin Rosli, and today I will give a speech about why teenagers shouldn't driving. Okay, so the video I just showed just now was about a life of a pilot. A pilot is a person who needs confidence, attitudes, and good self-discipline in operating an aircraft. Although the pilot pilots his plane in the air, the concept is still the same as the driver who is on the road. Road drivers must comply with all road conditions that have been set during to secure road safety. However, this is often forgotten by road drivers, especially teenage drivers. This has led to many incidents happening on the road caused by careless young drivers. So today, I want to share a topic on why teens shouldn't drive. There are several aspects that I will empathize on this topic, which is road safety will be more assured, driving requires an expensive cost, and make the teenagers more active. So I'm done with my introduction. Let me begin with my first point, which is road safety will be more assured. Okay, first, road safety will be more assured if there are no careless teenage drivers on the road. The reason why I say this is because I understand that 18 years old are more emotionally mature than 16 years old. According to a study by the National Institute of Health, adolescents' brains are still at their peak in terms of acquiring and retaining new information. This shows that as they grow older, they will know what to do and what not to do. Young drivers also love to overestimate their skills. A result from the 2019 National Youth Risk Behavior Survey revealed that among United States high school students who drove, 39% texted or emailed while driving at least once during the 30 days before the survey. When they are too confident in their skill, it will cause them to break important rules in driving, such as not wearing a seat belt and so on. By restricting the ability to drive to teenagers, it will also reduce road accidents due to driver negligence. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there is almost 2,333 teenagers ages from 16 years old to 19 years old die in a car accidents in the United States in 2015, while 200,021,313 were treated in an emergency room the year before. By raising the age limit for driving, it will reduce the number of accidents involving these young people. So now I'm done with my first point, which is the road safety will be more assured. Now let's head to the next one, which is the driving requires an expensive cost. Okay, so another reason why teenagers should not drive is because it requires an expensive cost. Currently, driving license tuition fees are quite expensive, where studies show that Finland, Netherlands, and Norway will cost about 840 ringgits and 960 ringgit and 1,100 just to get a driving license. This fact shows that it takes quite a lot of money just to learn to drive. Not only that, operating a vehicle also requires a relative high cost. According to consumer spending in 2019 by the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, United States Department of Labor, this average vehicle costs in about 47,270 a year to own and operate. It seems quite difficult for teenagers to spend that much value to own and operate their cars, even if they work part-time. Raising the driving age limit can also reduce the burden on parents, especially those on low income. There are reports that say that Kuala Lumpur is the 5th most expensive city to buy a new medium-sized car compared to the other 54 cities around the world. With the price to learn to drive and the price to own a car, it is definitely not a small value. Therefore, it is clearly quite difficult for low-income parents to cover the expense of their children. That's it for the second point, which is requires expensive costs. Now moving on to the last point, which is make teenagers more active. Lastly, teenagers will be more active if they shouldn't be allowed to drive. Logically, removing the option to drive will result in more teens walking, biking, or using other benefits option to get places. There was a study from British Journal of Medicine in 2017 that claimed that teens who regularly cycle could reduce their risk of heart disease by half for the better, compared to teenagers who always drive. This is clearly state that sweaty activities are better than just sitting in the car. In addition, it can also reduce adolescents' obesity levels by providing more opportunities to exercise, where a new study from the Faculty of Health and Medical Science of the University of Copenhagen shows that inactive teens can lose fat mass just as effective by cycling to work than exercising in their spare time. This fact is true because they will burn a lot of fat when they use a lot of energy to move. Not only that, teens will be healthier and fitter. According to a study from Georgia State University, most students who normally walk to class have a better health, according to students who regularly drive. So those are some of the reasons as to why teenagers shouldn't be allowed to drive. Now, let us proceed to the conclusion. So, to summarize my speech, the reason on why teenagers shouldn't be allowed to drive is due to the road safety, expensive costs, and make them more active. All of these reasons are true based on the research. To be honest, teens will seem more independent and more dedicated when they can drive. However, there are some people who underestimate this driving thing, and there are also those who are still no longer suitable to drive. Therefore, actions should be taken and should be implemented to ensure the greater road safety and also for the benefit of these youth. Before I end my speech, I would like to show a video regarding on several cases regarding teenage drivers. That's all from me. Thank you.